What's up guys, this is JamesBl0nde with Onrpg.com, bringing you your weekly news update for the week of November 13th. Ooh, man, it's been a week for first-person shooters. Last week, Tribes Ascend fired up in closed beta and Onrpg was on the inside. Onrpg's journalist Mike Dot gives us a look inside the game, and I also got a chance myself to check out the newest installment of the Tribe series. So if you haven't got the chance so far to take a look at this sci-fi shooter, check out Onrpg's impression videos and articles covering the closed beta. Firefall was throwing it down at the G-Star convention in Korea this past week, and in addition delivering a killer new gameplay trailer that already looks better than it did during PAX. The new trailer is packed full of PvE footage and the epic battles that we're all ready for. Man, it's crazy this game is free to play. Oh, and speaking of what's going on at G-Star, Bluehole Studios, creator of Tera Online, took home some awards for Best Sound, Graphics, and Character Design, and not to mention the acclaimed President's Award, which is pretty much the whole shebang. For a new game company earning an award on a new game title, this is truly incredible. Guns 2, the second Duel, released a new teaser trailer showing off its 3 class types. You can be sure that plenty new features have been added and updated since the first Guns in 2004. Players can look forward to using the world around them to battle towering bosses in an improved PvE system with a huge variety of weapons and actions that are now much easier to perform in a physics-inspired, collapsing battlefield. The English version of War of the Immortals from Perfect World has now officially started closed beta testing, along with the announcement of a closed beta launch trailer. Those who registered for closed beta recently were entered into a prize pack contest for a gaming keyboard, mouse, and a limited edition War of the Immortals mousepad. Perfect World has also released a new content update for Rusty Hearts, The Cells of Darkness. Rusty Hearts' second content updates adds a new district, a cemetery hub world, including the Pet Shed. In this, there are new dungeons packed with new enemies and bosses. The update also includes 31 legendary new weapons and 16 new skills to master. Players will also experience the 70 new main quests and 110 side quests now available, alongside the new level 36 level cap. The game also introduced a new pet system in which players can run dungeons with up to 2 pets at one time. The producer of EverQuest 2 announced that the game will be transitioning to free-to-play by December. There will now be 3 different types of memberships available. You've got free, silver, and gold, each offering increasing options over the next, such as how many character slots you can have, bag slots, and coin limitations, as well as what spell tier access you have. They also mentioned that Platinum service will no longer be offered to new players, and for those who already have Platinum service will not be affected unless of course you drop your subscription. This week we got a couple of updates with Area Games. Last Chaos launches the largest content update since 2009 called Tarian, the Frozen Tundra. The patch includes a new zone with a reimagined dungeon along with new gear. Players will also see an increased skill level and a level cap increase from 165 to 175. More with Area Games, taking a look at Lyme Odyssey again this week. Lyme Odyssey released details about 3 profession-based classes available for each of the characters. Players choose a race, a battle-themed class, and now a profession. With professions such as a chef, a tailor, or blacksmith, players will not only build up their battle-themed role, but also master the profession. Alpha testing for Lyme Odyssey seems to be in the near future, and maybe even before December. More content updates this week includes Dungeons & Dragons Online releasing the Vaults of the Artificer. In Update 12, the Artificer class can be earned as a favor reward, and speed, power, and invisibility buffs are available at the store. Also available to the player are 4 new armor appearance kit lines, and players will now be able to share platinum across their characters on the same server, as well as be able to purchase gold seal hearings 2 levels above their own. Carina Island is the newly announced and anticipated expansion to Acre Online. The new expansion is set to include new PvE zones, creative PvP challenges, and a new player versus fish system that tests players' abilities as fishermen. Players must defend themselves over a newly discovered island in Acre's newest chapter, coming November 17th. Stay tuned to Onrpg.com for details later this week. Onrpg's very own Mike Dot snags a closed beta key and gives us his impression of SD Gundam Capsule Fighter. See what Mike Dot has to say about this anime sci-fi shooter in his latest article at Onrpg.com. So it looks as if we've come across some exciting news from Killer Combo, the North American publishers of Elsword. Elsword revealed a huge content updating including 2 new Velder dungeons, alongside a series of events leading up to the release of a new character, Eve, the Queen of the Ancient Nasad. The update allows players to now reach level 50, and introduces a matchmaking system and the totally revamped PvP system that allows players to go up against players of their own skill level. Amongst these new additions, players will begin to receive higher rewards for taking on bosses in teams rather than alone. For those of you that want some insight on the new League of Legends champion, Jason Harper returns to Onrpg to give us the details on Shyvana, the half-dragon. Be sure to check out Jason's review of Shyvana at onrpg.com. Alright guys, that about wraps it up for this week's news. If you're starving for more news about these games and content updates, be sure to check out onrpg.com. But first, hit that like button. I'm JamesBl0nde. See you out there, gamers.